When I first look at the dog on the table, I'm doing a quick side profile. I want to see the outline of the dog. In the profile, you can see really everything you need to see. You can see specifically the upturn of the underjaw. You can see the placement of the ears. You can see the eye. You can see where the nose is. You can see the forehead. You can see the flat skull. You can see all that. Then you see your neck. You can follow the lines of the neck, and you can see where it has a slight dip at the wither. And then you have your slight rise. If you look to see where your last rib is, you see where your loin is, and then you see that's where your rise starts. And then you can see the lower tail set, that's the drop off at the croup. So I'm looking at this just standing still, and I can see that she should probably hold her top line both moving and standing. You can see there's moderate bend in her rear. You see the well let down hock. You can see her nice tight foot. You can see the bone, you can see the balance, you can see the pigment, you can see truly everything you need to see right from here. Then as we move forward, I always come in front and I step back far enough so that I can see the square between her front legs. That's what you're looking at, the square in there. The only thing square on a Frenchie in the anatomy part is the head. Now this is a younger bitch, so you're not going to see the extremes that you would see whether in a dog or a mature animal. You can see her ears are 11 and 1. They're a little more, Frenchies are very, very sensitive, I feel, on the table when it comes to their ears. Sometimes their ears will be down a little more, and you can see with just a slight touch how the ears go up. But I can see the width of her underjaw. I can see her pigment is very good. I can see she has a round eye, but yet it's not bulging. And I can see that she's flat on the top of her skull. I can see her wrinkle over her nose and by her eyes, and there's nothing that says how much wrinkle or how little. And I can see that she has very, very good bone. Then I'm gonna come up, and what I do is I gently grab her, and I'm using my fingers with her ears, and I'm not worried about the ears too much because I'll see them when they're on the floor. What we generally do is if we examine the bite ourselves, I just take these 2 fingers, I pull up, my 2 thumbs, I pull down. I look at her bite quickly and I'm done. Now, if I ask the exhibitor to show me the bite, please. I step back, she does it quickly, I can see the bite, that's it. There's really not much that we need to do on the table, really, truly, as far as touching, because there's nothing that you can hide, nothing you can do. Then I move to the side. One hand I keep under the chin. My next hand, I start at the top of the neck. I very gently run it down. I can feel the dip at the wither. I can feel the drop at the croup. I can feel the leg. I know that it has bend here. I can feel her muscle. I can feel her body type. I can tell also, even without touching much, that she's broader in the front. If you put your hands here, you can feel how tight she is here, so she should move proper in her front. She doesn't have a lot of room. She's coming down to right below the elbow. Rear legs are stacked up under them. They're not like a lot of breeds that you pull all the way back because we want to show that there is the elevation. You have your drop at the wither, slight rise above the loin, and then you're coming down, tails here. I can see from here, my hands are broader. She's broader in the front, and she's narrowing, yet she has just enough tuck up. This line underneath her underline mimics her top line. You're going to basically, this is where her top line will be. You're going to have the rise here, you have the rise there. It's a symphony of smooth S-curves. Hello.
Good morning.
Show me the bite, please, ma'am. Okay. Thank you. Now we have a comparison of a dog and a bitch. You can see looking head on, the heads are similar in shape and style. Of course, he's a more mature dog, so you're going to see a more pronounced head and maturity. But you can see both of them in their fronts. They're squared in their front. That's the only part where you're going to see a square. They have square heads, and again, you see it more with him. You see the 11-in-1. You see more of the 11-in-1 ear placement. You see the dark eye, the dark round eye in both of them. You see the nose placement. You can see the rolls with both of them over their nose and slightly to the side. You can see the jaw. You can see the upturn even from the front. You can see the pigment on both. And again, they both have very, very dark eyes. Ears are in balance with the head. And this is a comparison to see. She is definitely, you would know she's a girl, and definitely you would know that he is a boy, but yet they still carry very similar characteristics as far as bone and substance and everything they need.